Hello everyone, and welcome to your second raw reading of today here at MadWorldTarot. And it is a mad world here as I'm trying to do these readings this evening with a little Jack Russell who is causing some trouble. But hopefully we'll get through this short little follow-up reading without too much in the way of interruption. I have the Guardian of the Night Tarot on the tarot table for this one because we are looking at Prince William. And we're looking at this story, this rumor that a contingency plan is being put in place to rescue Prince Harry from the mess he has made of his life in the United States. That the king is really warming to the idea of rescuing the has-been and bringing him back into the bosom of the family and even herself if needed. And the obstacle to all of this is, of course, Prince William. And they are trying, according to this rumor, they are trying to force a meeting in May between the King and Harry and William, because Harry is going to be back in the UK briefly for the Invictus Games, trying to force this meeting. And Prince William is saying no, absolutely not. So I'm going to look at this a little 5-card reading and just see what's going on. From Prince William's point of view, is he being put under enormous pressure to reconcile? How does he feel about ever seeing his brother again? I think I'm going to put it as bluntly as that. Is he considering his options? Would this actually... And it's interesting that the Two of Cups is shown in reverse, revealed itself to us. Is this something that would actually make Prince William consider his options and decide he would put his family over the royal family and walk out, leave? I have seen that in a reading that I did a while back. I saw him actually considering that. Something that's sitting in my mind. It's one of the reasons I'm doing this reading today. I think what's going to happen from Prince William's point of view with the story, if has-been does have to come slinking back to the United Kingdom with his tail between his legs, his little forked tail, what will Prince William do? So that's it. Short, not sweet at all. A bitter pill to swallow for Prince William if he has to. If the powers that be force him to do it, as allegedly they are trying to, for whatever reason. Let's remind you, it is tarot for fun and entertainment. It is all speculation, my opinion. Just read energy here. And there is a disclaimer in the box below. We're dealing with the Emperor. Who is the boss of the situation? Is it the King? Or is it Prince William? Who gets to decide? Who gets to get his way? The Emperor. Let's see. Situation from Prince William's point of view. Four of Swords. This is hurt. This is trying to heal from hurt. He has, of course, withdrawn from the public eye because of his wife's very serious illness. And, of course, all the awfulness that surrounded her own withdrawal from public life, her surgery, and then everything that followed. Terrible, terrible pain and trauma. And it had been preceded by a barrage of attacks from the Sussex supporters leading up to her surgery. Of course, the whole race thing in Omid Scobie's vile little book, all the rest of that. It's just gone on and on. It's been relentless, needing to heal, needing to lick his wounds, needing quiet time, needing time to reflect and contemplate and just figure his way out. Spend time with his family. It's very much self-protection energy, that Four of Swords. Very understandable for me. I'm feeling myself kind of shrinking into myself as I'm describing it, because I'm describing the energy and I'm feeling the energy and I'm feeling this desire to just leave me alone, just let me be by myself. So is he being put under tremendous pressure? The Privy Council has been mentioned in this rumour. Is he being put under tremendous pressure to at least meet with his brother? What's going on? Three of Pentacles. That's the team player card. Cooperate. Get on board with whatever we're cooking up. Take one for the team. Three of Pentacles. And it could be this deranged idea that the slimmed down royals really are the Wales line of the family and the Yorks are out. And a whole lot of this could really boil down to the fact that Prince Charles and Prince Andrew are at odds at a very fundamental level. There's a lot of speculation, chatter around the fact that Meghan and the Yorks get on, and a lot of speculation about how Meghan might manage to get slid into the royal family so successfully, into the Wales side of the royal family by York adjacent people. Interesting speculation, not for this reading. I don't know why I got led down that sidetrack. But there's the Three of Pentacles. It's not huge pressure. It's not threats and things like that. It's get over it. We're a team. And our team is short of members right now. It's that kind of idea. It's just deranged, because I don't know how restrained the British public would be if there has been suddenly appeared to cut ribbons and do all that kind of stuff. I wouldn't be restrained myself, but I'm not British. I'm Irish. So let's move on, apart from being South African, and we're not restrained either when it comes to expressing our feelings. So let us move on to how Prince William actually feels about this. High Priestess. I've got two cards now on the table that are about retreating and contemplating. This is something, there's a bat hanging there, and meditating, linked to this, the moon and the stars, that night energy, that mysteries. And the moon, who is the moon? The moon is Diana. Diana energy showed up in the previous reading. He is wondering what to do, linked to his mother. What would his mother want him to do? And I have to say, I'm going through something in my own personal life where I'm having to ask that very same kind of question of myself and of the spirit world. And so I very much understand his feelings right now from what is coming through for me as a tarot reader. It's become suddenly very personal for me, this reading, of what is spirit whispering to do that might go completely against the grain, that might be the most unlikely thing to do, the thing that you really don't need to do from a moral standpoint, but you do from a higher perspective. That's the High Priestess. He's thinking about it, Four of Swords. He's really going into himself, and he's really trying to connect with that level of guidance and see what, it's a test, see what this really means, this life really means, what these wounds and betrayals and things really mean. Interesting energy. Is he contemplating leaving? Is it that kind of energy? I would leave. The Knight of Wands is a leaving energy, is a, well, I'm off, because that's the Knight of Wands. So I can go somewhere else. I can go do something else. I could go and take Earthshot. That's what's coming through to me. One of the options that he's sitting with. He's turned Earthshot into a very successful charity. He could just carry on with that. who needs the royal family. He could go and travel the world. That's what the Knight of Wands does. Travels the world. He encourages people. He is passionate about things. He can raise awareness about things that he really believes in. Does he need to be cutting ribbons and putting on, you know, all the fancy outfits and stuff, and being performative for a family that he doesn't feel has really guarded his wife? Not him. It's not about him. It's about his wife. And I think they are having conversations about it as well, because that's a woman in her most mysterious and most powerful aspect, a high priestess. What happens with the woman that I have promised to honor and cherish and all of that, protect and so on and so on? And I could just go off and be Mr. Earthshot, big shot, Mr. Earthshot. What's going to happen? Got the Star in reverse. The Star is about faith and hope and healing. And it's in reverse. And I don't think that there is going to be reconciliation. Not with that card. Upright, it would be healing. It would be, all right, listen to your higher self. And I've got to be careful here, because I'm not trying to say that he's making a bad decision if he decides not to reconcile. Not at all. I'm just saying that sometimes things get overridden from a different perspective. But I don't think that there is healing and reconciliation with the Star in reverse. I think too much damage has been done too publicly, and not to him. I think if it was just to him, it would be okay. But it's to his wife and also to his children. And that is not okay. And so I don't think he is going to fall for this. I don't think he's going to say, all right, back you come, and I'll sit next to you in, Commonwealth Day or Easter Sunday or whatever, and smile and make it all look happy families like we were forced to way back when. Not going to do that. Star in reverse. No. And it's going to be very hard for him personally if that was what he decides to do, if he decides to be unbending in this situation. And I think everybody would support him in this decision. But for him personally, I think it's going to feel like some kind of betrayal is the wrong word, but I can't think of a better word, of that energy, that moon there. And see that star up there, and there's the star, and it's in reverse as the outcome of, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. That's a reading. Felt like a very sad reading for me. Not me personally, just the energy that was coming through. So, there it is. Thank you for watching. And I have a sleeping dog now. And thank goodness for that.